What's up everyone? We have another Bazaar run for you today. This time we are doing the income build. As you can see, we have accumulated over 100 income, which means that every day we get over 100 gold that we get to spend. And as you can see, I have accumulated a slight bit of gold in the reserve, but that is not really that important. What is important is the stuff that we have. That being, first of all, the ATM, which shields us based on our income, which is over 400 shielding without any shield skills to support it. I think that's pretty good, every 2.7 seconds. We also have a bunch of weapons that deal a massive amount of damage. First of all, the Attribution, which gets a cooldown reduction every time you stack damage onto it, and we have gotten the minimal cooldown, which is 1 second. We almost managed to pick up this knife set as well, which says that whenever we use a weapon, we get to deal an additional 450 damage. And they all have that amount of damage because of this skill right here. Strong Arm. Your weapons have damage equal to triple your income, so 300 extra damage on every single item that we have that is a weapon, which is incredible news. We also have some powers extra over here. Your weapons have plus damage equal to your income, so instead of triple, it's actually quadruple income damage. We also have the Arms Dealer, which incentivizes us to sell weapons for max HP. For that same purpose, we also have a Pig's Gem in the stash, as well as some money generating items. And lastly, we have this Reinforced Steel, which says that whenever we use the ATM, all of our weapons and the ATM itself will improve by 5 damage and 5 shielding respectively. So the build is still not yet complete, as we are on day 8. I would very much hope to find a crook maybe to replace the grindstone, which gives damage to the weapon to its left, which doesn't really amount to much damage when we're already dealing this huge amount. But yeah, I think crook would be a good inclusion because we already have a lot of medium-sized items. Also, I think a yo-yo would be fine to trigger, in addition to the Atlatl, getting another trigger of the nice set additionally. For now though, we're just going to be rolling a bunch, seeing a beehive. I think I'm going to get it because it gives us a bee, which counts as a weapon, so when we sell it we get some extra max HP. And we do have the gold to spend, so I think we're highly incentivized to start spending some gold. Here we can see some large items, or we can pick up a shield skill, which is what I think we're going to do because we still have the ATM. Let's take a look at what we're going to get. Large items get shielding, irrelevant to us. If you have exactly one weapon, which is irrelevant to us as well. Your medium items gain 18 shielding when put on top of the 400. I don't think it amounts to much, so I guess we get the extra little bit of scaling. So whenever we use the ATM, we get to scale up by 10 damage and shielding. So what do we go for? I guess we go for even more income. Now we are at 105. And I believe we're strong enough that we can take on the toughest opponents. This guy is kind of dangerous because he can freeze us. And he did freeze the strongest item that we have, but hopefully it's going to be no big deal as we're going to be destroying, hopefully, by the end of the freeze duration, which is exactly what happens. So here we go. We get to easily beat the mob. If we can get some free support, that would be incredible. We get this Icebreaker, which removes freeze from our items. Kind of interesting. It says that it gets charged and removes freeze, so maybe it can be the anti-freeze technology that we were looking for. So I think we're going to be taking it. It also, in addition, deals 500 damage, which is a pretty nice amount, I would say. Let's get some gumballs. I don't think we're interested in any small items or tools. Let's just get maybe crit chance, maybe shielding, maybe max HP, a lot of good stuff that we can find. Here we go. Some damage, some max HP. Crit chance is the main one that we want to see, which is the blue gumball, which unfortunately hasn't showed up yet. But we still have 4 more attempts. Even 1% crit chance can be very massive, and here we go. 1% crit chance has been acquired. Now this Atto is up to 15%, which is kind of a significant amount. When we fire once every second, I think we're going to be critting at least as part of the time. What do we go for right here? I guess another set of skills. There is a skill that says we get damage equivalent to the amount of gold that we have, so I would be very happy to pick that up. Here we see some shielding items, maybe some max HP for the weapons. This is like 1200 max HP, which is pretty good I think, so we're going to take it. Let's not be too picky as we hop into yet another fight. Dually typically is kind of scary to face off against because they do freeze you quite a bit and shield a lot as well. But we do have some freezing resistance, so we should be good to go. Yeah, they are accumulating some shielding, but I think it's a tiny bit too slow as we get to win right here. They did deal some damage to us, so we're not invincible. If they are quick, they can knock us out before we get to do anything. So here we go, hopping into the hopefully final day as we get to sell some of the items off. Because we got this icebreaker, maybe we don't really need a yo-yo anymore. So let's not look for items, let's not look for tools, let's just fight a monster and get some XP and level up. We get to fight the octopus, which is a legendary monster, so it can get us some legendary loot as well. We very easily destroy it because of course our build is broken. Let's take a look at what we're going to get though. Just a tiny cutlass, which is a little bit unfortunate, but then again it is a weapon, so we're very happy to just buy sell it for that extra little bit of max HP. We can go for the income or we can go for the XP. Honestly speaking, I think the XP is going to be better for us long term, but I think we're going to be finishing off the fight next turn, so let's just go for the income, increase that damage a slight bit, go for a shield skill. Let's see what we have. I think this one is a great one that we can pick up. When you shield, your weapons deal 20 damage extra for the fight. So every 2.7 seconds, in addition to us gaining 10 damage to all of our weapons, we're going to be getting an additional 20. So we're scaling up by 30 damage on each item every 2.7 seconds as we hop into yet another fight against a legendary monster. Should be an easy victory, I would assume. Even though they do have 5000 HP, you can see we're massively chunking through it. It's not a big issue at all. They don't even get to use one of their items and we get to win very easily. Magic Carpet is our reward. When you crit, this gains 24 damage for the fight, which is a very interesting way to scale, to be honest, but I don't think we need it. We have already scaled up sufficiently, I would say. So let's take a look at our level up choices. We can get a shield item, we can get some spare change, we can increase the efficiency of the ATM, which looks like the best option out of these ones. So let's take that. 450 shielding is what we now get. Let's get some skills to hopefully bolster our defenses a little bit further. We can get 18 extra damage on all of our items, which I think can be good. I don't think there's a lot of stuff that we can get that is better than this, so let's just take the 18 extra damage. And to finish it off, let's go for a bunch of gumballs. Once again, we are looking for the crit chance, which we do find immediately this time, which is very nice. If we can get up to 20% crit chance, I'm going to be very happy. Doesn't look like it will be the case though, unfortunately, but you never know, as we get another crit gumball. Maybe one more gets us there, let's take a look. It is a crit gumball, but it only gets us up to 19 crit chance. I think it's still going to be good enough, however. Let's take a look at how this fight is going to go and cross our fingers that it's going to be an easy win. I can see a bunch of shield skills that they have accumulated, but maybe it's not going to be good enough. They are shielding a fair bit, and their shielding is also scaling, so that is a little bit scary. They are putting up some resistance. Oh, just barely we're unable to take them out, it seems. Maybe with another lucky crit we could have taken them out, but it's cool because we still have some prestige remaining, so we will have a bunch of extra chances to get there. As the UI seems to be bugging out a little bit, maybe it fixes itself after we sell some stuff right here, which it doesn't. perfectly fine. We can get some damage, we can get some crit chance. 12% crit chance on all of our stuff is what I think we're going to go for. This is kind of annoying, but once again, this is a closed beta, so you will have to bear with this, I'm sad to say. We're going to be very quickly done with the shopping, so I don't think you have to bear this for a long time. Let's just buy sell some items that will improve the efficiency of our weapons. With every single buy sell, we also get 80 max HP if it's a buy sell of a weapon. And also we do have over 500 gold, so might as well just spend it. Here we go. With small items like this, I think it's even paying itself back, so we're not really even losing any money in the process, which is a little bit funny to think about. I guess we can go for 5% crit chance on this item. Now we're up to 36%. If we did have 36% last battle, I'm pretty sure we would have won. So hopefully this improvement helps us out in the next battle. We're going to buy sell this slow item because we have a heavy flail that slows down their equipment. Probably not going to be super relevant, but might as well do all that we can. Is there any merit to buy selling this one? I don't think so, but let's do it anyway. Here we go. We have found the enchantment that you get from level 15. What do we get? Enchant an item with slow effects, with heal effects, or with haste effects. I think we're going to get some haste effects onto the Atlatlo because it does trigger very quickly, and I believe it's going to be now hasting other items as well. Yeah, haste 2 items for 2 seconds, so it's going to make all of our other items trigger that much faster, which I think is going to be a big upgrade for us. Let's take a look at how we do. This is once again another freeze build, but they don't even have the time to freeze us as we just immediately destroy them, not to mention that we have this icebreaker right here. We get this one. Whenever you sell this, your leftmost freeze item gains 1 second to freeze. Do we freeze with the icebreaker? I don't think so. I think we just remove freeze with it, which I don't think the snowflake was that relevant, but I guess it was an extra bunch of money. As we get another sharp corners for even more attack scaling. And I guess let's pick up a temporary boost as well. What do we want to take? Some extra HP or some extra damage? I think those two are comparable, to be honest with you. Let's take the damage because we're not going to be frozen. So hopefully the damage comes in handy and helps us burst them down even faster. A Vanessa player typically doesn't have a lot of max HP, but they are very bursty, so I'm hoping for the best. Yeah, it's looking very scary right now, but before they even get to trigger a single item, we take them out for the victory. So yeah, the income build, over 100 income, over 500 gold accumulated, and we breeze through the finish line just like that, without even having fallen down to lethal. So I really hope you enjoyed today's build. I had a lot of fun playing it. It was very lucky that we got a bunch of income items so early on. And if you did enjoy, I really hope that you like, sub, all the generic stuff, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.